Welcome to Information Technology Lab Practice. This is Kumar Swamidapa from SRRS Government Polytechnic College, Sirisilla. Today we are going to discuss about working with the cells. We know that Excel is a spreadsheet application. So we have several spreadsheets. We can call it as worksheets. A worksheet is nothing but a collection of a grid of cells. All are arranged in a grid-like structure. The information is stored in workbooks. The information is stored in the workbook in the form of cells. So in today's session we are going to discuss how to handle these cells in worksheets. So the agenda of today's session, after completion of this session you will able to know how to cut, copy, paste, and as well as how to drag and drop information among these cells. How to drag and drop the information, how to perform the cut, copy, and paste operation, that we are going to learn in today's session. Okay, so let us discuss. So before going to the actual topic, let us discuss what is the need of today's session. Okay, so it is important to know how to move information from one cell to another in Excel. So it is important to know how to move information from one cell to another cell. So learning the various ways will save you time and make working with Excel much easier. So learning these techniques save the time, and as well as so you can work with the Excel easily. So here certain methods are more appropriate. Depending on how much information you need to move, and where it will reside on spreadsheet. So this is the need. That's why we are going to discuss the today's session. Okay, so let us discuss with how to copy and paste cell contents. So you need to follow the procedure. Select the cell or group of cells you wish to copy. Select the cell or cells you wish to copy. Click on the copy command. It is directly available on the clipboard group on home tab. So this is the home tab. Under the home tab, the first one is the clipboard group. In the clipboard group we have copy option is there. So this is the copy option, and this is the cut option, and this is the formatting command, and this is the paste command. Okay, so click the copy command in the clipboard. The border of the selected cell will be change appearance. The border of the selected cells are having some structure. Dashed like a structure is applied for the selected cells. So you can observe in the diagram here, this is the selected cell and these are the normal cell. The selected cell is highlighted, some dashed structure, the appearance of that particular cell is changed. So you can view it is like a dashed like structure. Okay, now after performing the copy command operation, the information is, or the text which is available on those cells are going to copy on clipboard. So select the cell or cells where you want to paste the information. Click on the paste command, that is also available on the clipboard ribbon. So the copied information will now appear in the new cells. The copied information is appeared on the new cells. So till now, so we are performing copying and pasting the cells content, cell or cells content. So what is the procedure we are following? So first of all, we need to choose how many cells or which cell we want. It may be a single cell or it may be a group of cells that we want to copy. So identify which information you want to move or copy from one place to another place. So that identification in the form of cells. Okay, it may be a single cell or group of cells. Okay, so after selecting those cell or cells, so we need to perform first a copy operation. So after performing the copy operation, the information is copied onto the clipboard. Then we need to choose in which place we need to paste the information. So in which place we need to place the information. Click on those cells and paste the information with the help of paste command, that is also available on the clipboard. Okay, so now the information is copied from clipboard to onto the cells. Okay, so while performing the copy operation, the original cells whatever we have selected for copying purpose, the information on those cells are not removed, just the information on those cells are copied onto the clipboard, and from clipboard we are performing the paste operation. It may be a single time or more than one time. Okay, the original content will not change. Okay, so this is about copying and paste operation. So here, to select more than one adjacent cells, so left click one of the cell and drag the cursor until all of the cells are selected and release the mouse button. So if you want to select more than one adjoining cells, so left click any one of the cell and drag the mouse cursor until all of the cells are selected, then release the mouse button. So after releasing the mouse button, then whatever the adjoining cells that we have selected, all are, their appearance will be changed. All are comes under a single highlighted cell like structure. Okay, now the copied cell will stay selected, the copied cell will stay selected until you perform your next task, until you perform your next task, or you can double click on the cell to deselect it. So the selected cells are stay selected until you perform any operation or double clicking on any of the cell. If you are double clicking on any of the cell means you are going to deselect whatever the cells you have selected. Okay, so this is about copying and pasting. Now let us discuss about the cut and paste operation. Cut and paste cell contents. Cut and as well as paste cell content. Okay, so here select the cell or single cell or a group of cells you wish to perform the cut operation. Click on the cut command in the clipboard group on the home tab. the border of the selected cells with a change appearance. So you can observe in the image, so this is the selected cell that we wish to perform the cut operation. So after performing the cut operation, the information is copied onto the clipboard. Okay, then select the cell or cells where you want to paste the information, then click the paste command. The cut information will be removed from the original cells and now appear in the new cells. In case of copying operation, the original cells are not removed. The information on the original cells are not removed. But in case of cut operation, the information will be removed from the original cells and they are now appearing in the new cells on which we are performing the paste operation. So next one is the drag and drop information. So wait for a while, I am switching from one place to another place as it is raining now. Right, so next one is the drag and drop of information. Now we are using this drag and drop option to move the information from one place to another place. Okay, so select a single cell or group of cells you wish to move, then position your mouse pointer near one of the outside edges of the selected cells. Position your mouse pointer Position your mouse pointer near one of the outside edges of the selected cell. The mouse pointer changes from a large white cross to black crossed with 4 arrows. Mouse position is changed from large white cross to black cross with 4 arrows. So you can observe in the image. So from this type to this type, your mouse pointer is going to be changed. Okay, so till now what operations we have performed, just we are selecting the cell or cells we wish to perform the drag and drop operation. So this drag and drop operation is nothing but move operation, move operation. Okay, position your mouse pointer near any one of the edge, outside edge of the selected cell, then the mouse pointer changes from one type to another type, so that you can observe from white cross to large white cross to black cross with 4 arrows. Then left click and then hold the mouse button and drag the cells to the new location. After changing the mouse position from large white cross to black cross with 4 arrows, left click the mouse and then hold that mouse button and drag the cells to the new location where you want to keep this information. So after dragging to the desired location, release the mouse button and the information appears in the new location. The information appears in the new location. So this is about dragging and dropping. Okay, so one more time I am repeating the procedure to be followed while performing the drag and drop operation. First of all, you need to select one or more cells you wish to perform the drag and drop operation, then move your cursor pointer to any one of the edge the shape of the mouse is changed with black color arrows. Then place the mouse left button, click on the mouse left button and drag the mouse left button into the new location where you want to display the information, where you want to move the information. Then the information of the cells are moved from that place to another place. Just release the mouse button, then the information is switched or moved from older location to newer location. Okay, so this is about our drag and drop. So let us discuss the last topic of today's session, how to use the fill handle to fill the cells. So we are using fill handle in most frequently while working with the spreadsheets, Microsoft Excel application. So you must have some basic knowledge on these fill handle. So first of all, position your cursor over the fill handle until the large white cross becomes a thin black cross. Large white cross becomes the thin black cross. Left click your mouse, then drag it until all of the cells you want to fill are highlighted. So left click the cell, left click the mouse, drag it until all of the cells you want to fill are highlighted. So you can observe here in the first image this no information is there, and here you can observe this is the fillet, file handle fillet. So it is a block dot that is appear on the bottom right side of a cell which is selected. So move your mouse around to that block color dot, just drag until the cells which you want are selected. Then release the mouse button, and all of the selected cells are filled with the information from the original cell. All of these selected cells are filled with the information from the original cell. The fill handle doesn't always copy information from one cell directly into the another cell. So you need to remember this one. The fill handle doesn't always copy information from one cell directly into the another cell. So depending on the data entered in the cell, it may be alphabetical data or it may be a numerical data. It may fill the data in another ways. It may fill the data in another ways. Okay. Sometimes it is going to fill the series of data. Sometimes it copies the original content. It copies the original content. So for example, if you have the formula is equals to a1 plus b1 in cell c1, and use the fill handle to fill the formula in cell c2, the formula doesn't appear same as in c2 as it does in c1. So both the formulas are different, even though they are performing the addition operation. The cell c2 becomes is equals to a2 plus b2 instead of a1 plus b1. Okay, so this is the advantage of fill handle. While applying the formula, if you write the formula for a single cell, then that can be applied onto several cells that we wish. So this is about today's session. So I am expecting from your end Try to perform these operations, copy and paste information from one cell to another cell. Use the cut command to remove the information from one cell and then paste it in on other cell. Use the fill handle to fill two or more cells. Try to perform the drag and drop information from one cell from one place into the one place in the spreadsheet into the another location or another place in the within the spreadsheet. Okay, so one thing I want to tell you that the shortcut commands for this copy, paste, cut are already discussed in the previous session. Okay, so for this copying we are performing using control plus C command. For paste we are using control plus V command, right? And for cut we are using control plus X command we are using. So hold it down the control button and press C for copying, press V for paste, press X for cut. So this is about today's session, and let us discuss the practical one, practical version of today's session. So this is the new blank Excel sheet, right? So by default the name of the Excel sheet is book 1. So you can observe in the title bar. Okay, and in the sheet tab here you can observe sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 are the default sheets that are available with the workbooks. And here we have insert worksheet command is there. So with the help of this command we can insert any number of sheets into the workbook. Okay, so let us perform all the operations sequentially. So I want to uh, print a few student data, serial number, pin number, name. So you can observe here in the serial number, numbers are like 1 2 3 dash dash, right? So I have entered 1 and I am clicking on that particular cell. So the content of cell is appearing in the formula bar. So if you want to perform any modification you can do in the formula bar. Okay, so after selecting particular cell, in the bottom right corner we have an option. So this plus symbol becomes large plus symbol becomes a small thick plus symbol. So I can drag that one onto the number of cells I wish to fill. So for example, now all the cells are filled with the value that is available in the selected cell. Now I don't want to fill these cells with the same value. Instead of 1 I want to fill with the 2 3 4 5 dash dash dash. So for that purpose, so click on this fill handle pop-up menu, autofill option, click on the fill series. Now the initial number is continued a series like structure, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and so on up to 10. Why? Because why only 10 means I have selected only 10 rows. That's why every row is filled with a number, sequential number. So that's why 1 to 10 are filled. If you want to continue, you can by selecting the fill handle, so you can continue. So this is for a numerical value. So let us type the name. For example, name is ABC, and I am using the fill handle. So here, so we don't have any series here. Why? Because there is no series for ABC. If it is one, the series is 2, 3, 4 dash dash dash. So here we have an option copy cells, means all the information, the all the content of first cell will be copied onto the remaining cells that we have selected. Okay, so let us write the pin numbers. So I have written the first pin number, and I am using the fill handle button to fill those values. So the content of this particular cell is ended with some number. Those numbers are repeated sequentially, so that I am going to get from pin number 1 to pin number 15. For example, we don't have number 6, so at that time we won't kept this particular cell as blank, so we need to move 7 onto the place of this particular blank, right? So for that purpose, so we need to select all these cells. So all these cells are going to move one cell level up, right? So select all these cells and move on to any one of the outside border. So if you move on to the outside border, the position of the cursor will be changed like a four arrow like structure. Then press the mouse left button and move, then the information will be moved. So this is what a drag and drop command. So if I want to move from here to here, say yes, you can. So you can perform the drag and drop operation. So where you want to drop that particular cells, you can, by selecting and dragging, you can perform the dropping operation. So this is about a drag and drop. So I am selecting all the cells, all the information, and click on copy command. Clicking on the copy command, then the selected area will be highlighted with a dashed line. You can observe here. So now I am clicking the mouse left button here on the F1 and performing the paste operation. Paste operation. So what happened? The same information will be pasted on the new cells. Okay. For example, I am selecting all the cells and performing the cut operation, and again I am placing in on F and performing the paste operation. The original information, the original content of the cells are erased and they are placed in the uh, new area or on new cells where we have selected. So this is about cut paste and copy paste operations. Okay, so we already discussed the drag and drop, and now we have discussed the cut copy paste operation. I am applying all borders, so now it is looking like a table, and I am highlighting the first row so that it is looking like a headings. subject 1, subject 2, total. So now for all these numbers we want to know the total marks of two subjects. So here uh, 12, right? So we have some values in subject 1 and subject 2. Now we want to perform the addition operation. So in the previous sessions we have already discussed how to add two numbers. Means in the previous sessions we have already discussed about how to use the formula, right? So here I am applying a formula plus, so E2 is equals to C2 plus D2. If I am using the fill handle, then all the two subjects of respective students are added and displayed here. So you can observe 10 plus 20, 30. Even though we are applying the formula for the first cell, we are applying formula for the first row, the same formula will be applicable for the remaining all cells. At the time of applying the formula, the reference addresses of those cells are filled like a series. Filled like a series. If it is A1, then it is switched to A2, A3, A4 and so on, like that. Okay. So for example, here I am copying this one and I am choosing paste special values. Here I am changing 24 to 13. So 12 plus 13 is 25, right? So it is updated. Here I am changing to 13, but the total will not change. Here you can observe, if I am clicking on this total button, in the formula bar it is displaying 36. If I am selecting this total, the formula bar it is displaying some equation, right? So here one thing you need to remember, that while performing the pasting operation, if you are choosing, if you are choosing so here I am copying. After performing the copy operation, if you are pasting, so if you are selecting paste mean, the formula is applied automatically. So here you can observe this total is J2 plus K2. So this is J2 and this is K2. They are highlighted with some color as the color is applied here in the formula bar. Here this total is C2 plus D2. So even though we are copying the formulas also, that are reflected automatically with the respective cells. They are not blindly copying C2 plus D2 for everywhere. Okay. So if you performing the paste operation, then the formulas are applied. If you are pasting after performing the copying operation, if you are pasted with an option paste special, so here we have an option values. If you choose these values, then only the content after performing the mathematical operations, after playing the formulas, whatever the result we are getting, those results are copied. So irrespective of the formulas, they won't copy any formulas. If you use this one, the formulas will also copied. If you use this one format, then all the formats of source are applied onto the pasted cells. Okay, so these are the things that we need to know every time. So you can, I'm using transpose, then what happened you can observe here. So pin numbers are in vertical order, now the pin numbers are in horizontal order. So what happened here, so we are pasting the information of a table from vertical to horizontal by selecting an option. Which option we have selected? Transpose. So if you choose this transpose option, then all the information that is available in vertically are going to be pasted horizontally. So sometimes it may be useful for us to display the information vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical. So at that time this transpose option is most useful. Okay, so then one more thing you need to observe here, in the clipboard we have an option called format painter. So the format painter copy formatting from one place and apply it to another. It copies the formatting from one place to another place. For example, you can observe here. So for example, this total is so you can observe here, the total is displayed in the uh, middle of the cell, and the subject 2 is displayed at left side. Now I want to display the subject 2 in the middle, so I am choosing the total. Same format I want to apply for the subject 2. So first select the source, so this is the source. So whatever the formats that are format properties that are available for this cell, I want to apply for subject 2. So select the source and click on the format painter and click on the subject 2. Now subject 2 becomes subject 2 is assigned with the properties which are having the total cell. So the cell properties are applied to onto the subject 2 like this. So this is about today's session. So till we have 39 minutes only. So does we cover all the things? Okay. So one thing you need to remember, so that we have not covered in the earlier sessions. So let us move on to the sheet 2. Now here I am going to prepare a timetable. As we know, we have uh, 7 hours and from Monday to Saturday. So just I am using the drop fill handle, so it automatically continue the series, right? So after fourth hour we have lunch hour, right? So I am merging all these cells. So here I am using this command to merge several cells. It merges two or more cells and to become a single cell. So this is a lunch, right? Now we can change the orientation of text. So here from this to vertical text. So it is now looking something good, right? Lunch. Sorry, one cell is missing here, right? So you can type the subjects like chemistry, maths, but we know that we have two sessions, 2 hours of chemistry. So at that time writing two times chemistry is not sufficient, not a good idea. So instead of that, merge these two cells. Now 2 hours chemistry is there, then 2 hours maths is there, and last 3 hours we have an IT lab. So how we are performing? So we are merging the three cells into a single cell. On that we are returning IT lab. So IT lab is from 5th hour to 7th hour. Like that we can prepare the timetable. So we know that so first hour what is the timings? So we need to include those timings. So for that purpose I am increasing the row size. So I am using alt enter to write the text on the next line. 10 to 10:50. Second hour 10:50 to 11:40. So like that try to apply the same for all. Try to write the timings and write here day slash period wrap text. So something it is looking like a table, right? So you can change the orientation. Here we have different option, angle clockwise, and it is now looking like that. So rotate text down, rotate text angle counterclock. So like that you can use any one of these options. So you can apply that orientation for any text. You can apply that orientation onto the any text, right? Then so all these cells are combined together to write the department name. So I am merging all those cells. Diploma in civil engineering. Now I am merging all these cells to write the name of the college. SRRS Gauth Polytechnic Sicily. So you can increase the font size here. You can apply formatting operations. Okay. So like that, try to print a timetable in a neat and good way. Okay, so thank you. That's all for today's session. So if you have any queries, just send a mail to kumarswamy.gmail.com, or you can use WhatsApp to send the messages. So thank you for watching the video.